good morning. We are once again here for breakfast in Birmingham, and this one is very special. We have three very interesting guests with me here. We have Professor Vijay, who is a resident of the United Kingdom. As always, with the pleasure of hosting Joydeep, who's here to watch the match. He spends a lot of time in the English summer, he tells me, for the last 40 years. There's a lot to talk about. And of course, my dear friend Trisha Ghoshal. So, Joydeep, I want to start with you. Obviously, there's so much to talk about the test match, day one, punt, we'll get there. But you were mentioning about Bob Willis, obviously a big Warwickshire player. Today's Bob Willis Day. There's a whole charity fund event going on. Tell us a bit about Bob Willis and your memories of him and his impact on the game of cricket.
Yeah, I grew up watching Bob Willis bowl for England. That long angular run up, that hair flowing all over, and later I got to meet him at different times. He left his legacy behind as a cricketer, as a commentator, as a columnist. He spoke his mind.
So good to hear. I'm really glad that ECB is paying respects. I got a nice little book, $6, of which $1 goes to charity. So if you guys are going to be at the stadium, please do support that. And Joydeep, I want to get the punt discussion started. I know we have all to chime in. 4 out of 5 centuries, overseas. He's the only guy apart from Sachin and Sunil Gavaskar from the Indian contingent to score so many centuries outside of Asia. Sachin had 7, Sunil had 5 before the age of 25. Yeah. I must clarify. Your thoughts on Mr. Rishabh Pant?
Very, very special player. For me, what stood out was when he was batting, the bowling looked slightly benign. The pitch looked absolutely benign. That's the class of a good player. So how good Pant was is basically, if you see the others bat, and I'm saying this with utmost respect to the others, because the tough batting yesterday, the conditions weren't easy. But how good did he look? How easy did he make it look? Even somebody like a Ravindra Jadeja, the triple hundred in Ranji Trophy, and we know how good he is. Even he bought himself some time because he doesn't have the ammunition to counter attack the way Pant does, and he'll be the first one to admit that. You're special. Now the question always is, if he's so good in red ball cricket, why is he not so good in white ball cricket? I know you would come to that. Yes. I've been doing shows for you since Jan. So that's the same with Sehwag. When I first saw Sehwag play and I played against him, I said, this guy's going to kill it in white ball. I don't know about red ball. Completely the opposite happened. Because I feel he really has got the formula of playing test cricket. I remember in '96, he defended. There was one ball that Leach bowled, and he just came in the back foot and tucked for 1. If that was a white ball game, he would try to hit the for 6 and maybe get out.
Right. No, very
so
well.
There was long on, deep mid wicket, square leg and sweep, and he did not do the big shot till the time came. I think this maturity and at the end of the day, we sometimes forget, he's only 23, 24.
Yeah,
sometimes 24. We feel he's 30. He's not, because he's been around for so long, punt everywhere.
Yeah.
But if you look at it that way,
thank you. Yeah. Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Nothing better than a cup of coffee in the morning.
So Joydeep, are you basically saying that players like Pant and Sehwag feel that, or because they are that kind of players where you expect them to hit every ball? So, say for example in T20, does Pant feel a pressure that he has to hit every ball because he's
Absolutely. Hit the nail on the head. So let me put it this way: they have a very big range as it is compared to Pujara. They have a huge range. So Pujara plays inside that range. So Pant and Sehwag and these players have a lot of range. If you go outside that range, that is trouble. But they feel that they have to do it all. When I see Pant batting white ball cricket in T20, I feel he's trying to play beyond himself, and as good as he is, he's playing beyond himself.
Yeah.
And it is only a matter of time before you learn. He's actually learned the hardest format, the easiest. People, it's the other way around. People play one-day cricket well, T20 cricket well, and then learn. Test cricket takes them ages. I can say if you mean in 10 years of T20 cricket, white ball, they couldn't get the formula of test match.
Professor Vijay, I want to get your thoughts. You've been here, so I want to get your views on England as well as India.
Yes, very much so.
Would love your thoughts on how well do you think Rishabh is also leading the good balls? He's defending certain balls. He spoke about that at the press conference. Vis-a-vis, give us your thoughts about the baseball approach of English batting. So much being talked about it. And I saw some great memes and tweets saying, well, Rishabh's been a baseball since birth. Your thoughts on Rishabh's innings versus the English baseball approach.
Let me just pick up on what Joydeep just said about Rishabh, and in the same company of Sehwag previously. The other point as a professor of organization behavior psychology is his strong mental stability. When I say stability, he is so calm and he has every plan B in his head for every ball. So to be mentally very strong at such a young age is such a great characteristic. The skill sets are there, as Joydeep is saying, but also to be then mentally able to carry that out is just out of that's the difference between absolutely.
And we were all disappointed when he got out for 146 because the way he got out. But these players will flatter to deceive, but he would have backed them. Because when these players play, you don't need anybody else to play.
And if you didn't play with that approach, you wouldn't have reached at that score at that run rate. So well said.
So the point I'm trying to make here is really important now is that he will learn that this ball from exponential gone over long off. He can clear any field in the world. But he will learn. But also it's because of the freedom he can get to 146. He could have been 64 at that time if he didn't have the freedom. So you take the freedom away from him, then you're diminishing his he's diminishing his potency.
Trisha, you and I were at the field yesterday. Let's also talk about and we went through the other southpaw, Ravindra Jadeja. At one point, I remember you and I chatted about this that they were in fact Jadeja was scoring faster than Pant, and then moment Pant hit Jack Leach for 6 or 4. Jadeja beautifully played second fiddle. Your thoughts on Jadeja?
I think what's amazing is the way Jadeja has matured over the years, because see, there was no question on his batting ability. He has 3 double hundreds in the domestic, so he has come through the ranks. But I think what I found beautiful, as I said, it was the way he was dealing with the bowling. He just showed like, I'm comfortable, and that also helps Pant, because he knows my partner at the other end is absolutely calm, composed. I can go for my shots. Absolutely.
And the senior player being there on it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I remember one, I think it was around when Pant was around 115 or 120, when Pant was hitting 2-3 balls, down the leg, he was trying to hit, and he didn't connect 2 balls. Jadeja even immediately walked up to him and said something. And the next ball, Pant was again calm and doing his thing.
There we go. Is that the Irish breakfast?
Yeah, maybe.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that was nice. I was wondering why you gave me this end. Smart.
So next we're going to be sort of feeding on our beautiful Irish breakfast. I'm going to get turn to the Englishman here, the person who resides. Let's talk about the English bowling.
Yes.
I'm amazed every time I watch Mr. Jimmy Anderson bowl. It just if you look at his career, the first half and the second half, he's one of the rare bowlers who's had a much better career.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that's right.
When you say code and cricket,
Thank you, my man.
Thank you so much.
This is it.
This also marks that we are going nearing the end of our conversation, because obviously when we eat, we don't.
Of course.
But this is Irish breakfast, not English breakfast.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
So tell us about the difference and tell us your thoughts about Jimmy Anderson.
There is no difference basically. You just call it Irish breakfast, it's the same.
You just call it by a different name.
But what about Jimmy Anderson versus the others? So much difference.
I mean, he's a legend. Come on. I mean, we give respect where it's due. He's always been unplayable for any player, any team across the world, especially the English players. I mean, I'm British, but this has always been the dilemma. Do you support England? Do you support India? And
So
obviously,
whom do you support?
very good question, and the answer is going to be classic. Janmabhoomi trumps over Karma Bhoomi.
Oh, brilliant.
Cheers to
Brilliant.
So I'm going to get into
I think
trouble
that's
with
the
this.
line of the show.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy your food,
Thank you
guys.
so much.
We hope the weather stays hot and warm because we want to see a good game of cricket. We also know that day 4, or rather the 4th innings average is only about 152. So as Jadida says, game is far away from over. We'll see how much India scores. We're at about 339 right now. But we're going to enjoy our breakfast right now and we'll come back to you guys with our next show.
Cheers to India then.
Cheers.